Welcome to day 140. This is Getting to Know God, and we are looking at the Children's Bible to get to know God a little bit better every single day. So, day 140, the little pet lamb, can be found in 2 Samuel verse 12. David and Bathsheba were married, and a little son was born of them. If any of the people at court guessed how wrongly David had behaved, they said nothing. In those days, kings did as they pleased and took what they wanted for themselves. But David had to learn that God's king was different. He could not do what he wanted. He must obey God's laws, just like the ordinary people. God sent the prophet Nathan to David. A prophet is a spokesman. Nathan came to speak God's message to the king. There were two men living in the same town, Nathan began. One very rich and one very poor. The rich man had flocks of sheep, but the poor man had only one little pet lamb. He had brought it up from birth, and it followed him everywhere. It used to sit on his lap while he was eating his meals, and he would give it a sip from his own cup. He treated it just as if it was a child. One day the rich man had visitors. Instead of sending his servants to kill one of his own flock, he ordered them to take the little pet lamb that the poor man loved and kill it for his guest's dinner. David was horrified at such a heartless, cruel deed. "That man deserves to die," he exclaimed. Quietly, Nathan pointed at the king. "You are that man," he declared. "God took you as a poor shepherd boy and made you the king of all his people. He has given you everything you wanted: palace, wives, children. Anything more you wanted, God would have freely given it to you. Yet you had to take Uritha's one precious possession, his wife. You have disobeyed God's laws and showed no kindness or mercy. Because of that, God says that sadness and trouble will come to your family too." "Is it true?" David said in a low voice, with his head bent. "I have sinned against God." "God forgives you," Nathan told him. "You will not die, but your children that belong to you and Bathsheba will die." Then Nathan left the palace. What do you think of that? A great story. He had everything. He had more than enough. But instead of killing his own sheep, he went and killed somebody else's one beloved lamb. Is there an instance in your life or my life that we've done the very same thing? We may not have, and we may have. And just as God forgave David, God forgives us. And he tells us this so that we can learn the lesson to be kind and merciful to other people. Because when we do receive stuff, God expects us to be generous and kind and share. I hope this helps somebody out there. God bless.